Hello guys, it's John Messenger. Today, I'm doing a weekly blaze. It is currently 12:20 a.m. on Wednesday, so we're finally back to the regular weekly blazes. So basically, the last episode and the episode, at least somewhat the episode before that, were basically just me complaining about college stuff. And I'm sure even before that I was complaining about it too, but we're finally back to not doing that anymore because if you didn't watch the last episode, I'm no longer going to the college I was going to. I'm now going to be starting online college, but I still have a couple more weeks till that happens. So yeah, it's all cool and good. Yeah. Anyways, cat, no, don't chew the wires. Thanks. All right. So, anyways, I don't have to worry about well, you guys don't have to worry about me just going on about how I don't like college. That's all done. We're past that now. I guess I have one update from that, and I'll probably have one more sometime this week. I'm not gonna talk about either one long, but as for now, I said last time I was gonna go on Tuesday to basically figure everything out and be done with all of it. To officially make sure everything is all settled. And my cat just likes to make noises every time I try and record. So that's always a fun time. Anyways, but I went there today, and the person I needed to talk to was not there. So that's a problem. So I emailed them, so hopefully we get that sorted soon, but for now that's really all I have. But yeah, now we get to go back to talking about actual fun stuff, like, I don't know, but better than that, anyways. Oh, also, my camera's probably gonna go dead soon. I'm going to assume that. So I'll have to charge it later. Hopefully I can get and talk a little bit. I'm not going to really talk for that long. I just mainly want to get through one big thing. Which, everything else I'm just going to put on hold till tomorrow or something because I don't feel like charging or like having this camera die within the next like 10 minutes and then it'd be like, oh yeah, I have to go sit here, do nothing while I just wait for it to charge. But anyways, so there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, or technically today, that will be in just under 17 hours. I guess probably about 16 and a half hours at this point. But yeah. So in 16 and a half hours, we will get to figure out more stuff. So here are my predictions. I think we're going to get our first gameplay look at Bayonetta 3. Nothing on Metro Prime 4. But Bayonetta 3, I think we're going to get some gameplay. Pokemon, I think we're going to be able to see a bit of new stuff. Probably like maybe one or two more Gigantamax forms. Hopefully a few more Galar evolutions, well, forms, and hopefully, I think maybe a few more forms, probably only like one, maybe two more evolutions. Hopefully, the biggest thing I'm hoping for, though, is we get like the middle evolutions of the starters, because I really want to know what those are. Possibly one more legendary of sorts. I think we're going to get some decent amount of news here. Luigi's Mansion 3, hopefully we get something on. Probably some Animal Crossing stuff, at least a little bit. But yeah. Of course, honestly, that's all I really want to say about that. But the big one is, of course, Smash Bros. And I hate being the person who's just like, honestly, everyone does this though, but like, I always hate just like dismissing everything else for Smash. But Smash is just such a big deal at this point. Like, it's also just fun to talk about, I feel like, because like, I'm not the type who's going to get upset if we don't get Smash. Like, if we don't get Smash tomorrow, that's cool. I'm fine with that. But unfortunately, a lot of the internet is not. However, I think we're going to get at least something. Maybe not a character reveal, but I'm sure we'll get a mention of Banjo. So here's my thought process on Smash Bros. Tomorrow. We're gonna get two things. We're gonna get a character reveal. I'm just going to guess, the fourth DLC fighter, but also something with Banjo will be interesting. I think Banjo will be playable literally after tomorrow's direct. Like, oh yeah, he'll be playable right after, so that'll be cool. I'm hoping that happens anyway. I think there was a leak or something that was saying something about by September 15th it was going to be playable, which kind of would make sense. Then again, perhaps we might not get it till next week. But honestly, I'm fine regardless. As long as Banjo comes out, like, relatively soon, that's cool. But yeah, and then we also have the last part here, which is the fourth character. there's the whole SNK leak. And the SNK leak is funny because the SNK leak happened and then it was debunked because it was like, oh, it was meant to be this. But then that was debunked saying, well, it's a possibility but not confirmed. Honestly, I have no idea, but I think an SNK character will happen at this point. I couldn't tell you who, but probably. Which, for me personally, I'm not mad about it. It's just kind of like, damn. Because I know it's. I'm pretty sure that one leak was real, saying something about. Or no, it was a September. That was September 12th reveal. Never mind. That leak's out the window. But still, I think it's just gonna be some random character who most of us haven't heard about. But hey, any SNK fans, that's great for you. Me personally, who am I hoping for at this point? I couldn't even tell you. But yeah, but we'll probably get. I'm going to assume the fourth reveal, and also I think Banjo his confirmed release date. Whether that actually be tomorrow or technically today, or relatively soon. I'm really hoping for tomorrow though. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm really hyped about it. So I'll definitely be recording tomorrow because I have to tell you all about my experience with the new Smash Bros. Stuff and be like, or not. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. With all the new Nintendo stuff, I swear, I wasn't trying to be one of those people who's just hyped about Smash. No, I really meant to say Nintendo. Oh god, I think it's getting me. It's not good. The internet's finally getting to me. But anyways, in all seriousness, I'll most likely be recording tomorrow night to talk about all the stuff that happened. At least not only at every single little thing, but like at least most of the more important things. Anything I found cool. But of course, if it is there, I will definitely talk about Smash. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm really hyped about it because it just got announced today, and it's funny because today I woke up and I had to go to the school, and I was like, I don't want to do this. And the person wasn't even there, and I'm like, oh, this is unfortunate. Then like I got home, I sat down, and boom, I saw in one of my group chats someone said, we have this direct tomorrow. I'm like, oh cool, that makes my day better. So that's nice. But besides that, was there anything else important? I guess we could talk for a little bit more. Oh yeah, my internet. If you guys weren't here last week, my internet was being like actually terrible. It was atrocious because we got a new router that was supposed to be like really fast, like up to 1,000 megabits a second, and I mean, not really everything can just handle 1,000 megabits just off the bat. But my computer was averaging around like almost 800, which is pretty good. But yeah, like, it was good when it worked. The problem is it didn't work a lot. It just did whatever it wanted, and it just went out like multiple times a day. And so far, this new router has yet to go out, so I'm hoping this one works better. The person came out and said like a lot of things that they've been getting at their office have been faulty recently. They've been having a lot of issues with that. So hopefully this one's not a dud. It hasn't gone out yet, so I'm going to hope not. I'm honestly scared to look at my cell phone bill because like when it comes for the month, because like I used my hotspot so much the last like week, like honestly from like Wednesday, or maybe not. I don't know. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday. I just started using it because I was just done dealing with it. But from then until yesterday, I used it so much. Maybe not as much like around like Friday. I think by Friday I kind of chilled out with it a little bit, but like I know. I think I started using it Wednesday, but like Wednesday and Thursday I was entirely on my hotspot pretty much. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I used it like not as much, but I definitely used it a decent amount. So my cell phone bill is going to be terrifying to look at. That's not something I'm looking forward to at all. But hey, at least it's fixed. I'm hoping anyway. If this internet dies again, I'm going to be so sad. But yeah. Anything else interesting? I actually have not gotten any new Bakugan recently. I need to go do that because I kind of think it'd be cool. I actually really haven't ordered anything at all recently. The last thing I got. No, wait, no, I got Bakugan, but that was like a month ago already. My birthday list. I made my birthday list. I don't expect to get everything on there, obviously, but if depending on what I get, we'll definitely be getting some unboxing. I think everything on there is unboxable, so that's cool. Most stuff is Beyblade. Actually, no, one thing is not unboxable, but 6 of the things are Beyblade out of the 10. Um, but I put on there pretty much 4 releases that I have yet to buy, which are um, Zwei Longinus, Venom Diablos, Heaven Pegasus, and then the GT Triple Booster set. I also threw on Baldur and Shadow Amaterios just for the hell of it, because I still do want to get them, but I just haven't bought them. Honestly, I'm probably going to do a bit of a limited edition roundup after my birthday. I'm just going to probably go off and buy some because, like, I kind of really want both of those. Also, so I got, like, a lot of graduation money, since I graduated high school. And I have, like, hardly even put a dent into that. Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to spend all of it, but, like, I could spend a little bit more than I have been. Because I've barely put anything into it. Like, 8th grade, man, I think I blew, like, almost all of my money, like, in that summer break, which, not the smartest move. But this summer, I, like, barely put a dent in anything. Like, I'm still, like, yeah, we're still going good, so that's something else. Um, but yeah, so that's Beyblade. Also, I asked for 4 other things. One is a game. That was Astral Chain. Astral Chain looks really cool, though that's not something I can unbox. But yeah, hopefully we get that. That'd be a fun game to play. If not, I'll probably buy it. For anime stuff, I asked for one limited edition. That was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood. I kind of, like, part of me just thought I kind of just thought about, like, maybe putting every single JoJo's limited edition on my list, but, like, that might be a little confusing, so just in case, I decided to just go with the one. That should work, and even if it doesn't, it probably will end up being, like, one of the other seasons. I'm pretty sure my parents have historically been pretty good at getting stuff right, so I think we'll be good here. If not, again, it's no big deal. If I get one of the other limiteds, which will most likely be the case if it isn't Phantom Blood, then honestly, like, I'm all good with that. What else do we got? Oh yeah, the 2 other things. Bakugan. I just put, like, any diamond starter pack you can find. Like, that was just whatever. I don't expect to get this at all, but I just threw it on there. I'm like, yeah, if you find any diamond starter packs, that'd be cool. And the only other thing was a Pokemon thing. It was actually the Unified. I think it's called Unified Minds. That's the newest set, I believe. It's close set anyway. The Elite Trainer box for that. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, everything on there is unboxable, obviously, besides Astral Chain. I mean, technically it is, but, like, it's not a very entertaining unboxing, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, overall, I think it's a decent list. I don't expect to get everything on there. I'm hoping for maybe 5 things. That'd be cool. If not, that's cool too, though. I'm probably going to buy everything here anyway. But yeah. Yeah, but Beyblade itself, I want to talk a little bit about it. But yeah, I never actually bought the Beyblade, so I just put them on my list. But yeah, for limited editions, I'm definitely going to be buying, I think I'm going to be buying the original Amaterios fairly soon. Possibly even Baldur, and then also Shadow Amaterios, if I don't get it. I think Orichalcum is still, like, ridiculously expensive, and so is Shining Amaterios, so I'm holding off on them, but the original Amaterios and Baldur, both of those have gone down a lot. I think Amaterios is down to, like, $40, which, if I can snag an original Amaterios for $40, I'm going to snag one. I think Baldur's down to about 80, so I'm a little bit more hesitant on that one, but I might just do it. We'll see. Because I just put Baldur on my birthday list, so unless if they get that one, I'm assuming they're going to get me the Dark Baldur, because that's like 35, and if I get that one, I probably won't buy the other one, at least for a long time. But if they give me the other one, that'd be, like, actually insane. But anyways, besides that, Bakugan, I'm just looking for diamond stuff at this point. Also, with anime stuff, I kind of want to buy some more limited editions, but the problem is, they're all, like, ridiculously expensive, because, Aniplex, fuck you, and, or I just don't have, or I mean, I just have the ones I want for the most part, like, you can kind of just see here. But like the JoJo's ones, I'm gonna definitely be buying. So if I get the part 1/2, I know part 3 is split into 2 different editions, and then part 4 I'll probably get all those, and of course when part 5 comes out. But yeah. And then what else? I feel like there's like one more thing I wanted to talk about, but oh yeah, video games. I'm kind of in the middle. Like I think I'm actually gonna be playing a few different games for a while. So I need to start playing more BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I started that the other day, but I haven't played it anymore, so I should do that soon. Really need to get going on Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I kind of just stopped playing that. Smash Bros. Is of course something I play sometimes still, and lately I've been playing a lot of Persona 5. I think my in-game hours were like 5 until like 2 days ago, now they're up to 12, so yeah. Okay, I think I got everything I wanted to talk about, which is surprising. My camera's not dead yet. But yeah, before it dies, I'm just gonna go. That's all my information for today. I'll talk to you guys more tomorrow about Smash stuff. I don't like myself sometimes. Nintendo stuff. Maybe Smash. I need to stop. See, sometimes I just start talking, and then stuff like that happens, and it's just like, why? No, I'm not only wanting Smash stuff. It's all good. I want other stuff too. I'm actually really happy about Pokemon stuff overall, though. That's gonna be some fun stuff. But yeah, I'll get back to you then before I start making more mistakes and just caring about Smash. We don't need that. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, we are now at well, I guess it's still Wednesday. It is 11:18 p.m. right now, so it's still Wednesday. So, a couple things to talk about today. So, the first one, well, I guess the main one, it's gonna be what I talk about second, but that's the whole Nintendo stuff, which that was an interesting time. But first, I'm sure if you've seen any of my older videos, you might have come across a couple Mountain Dew videos, but new Mountain Dew flavor, not released today, but I found it today, Voodoo. It's actually really good. It's kind of like a mixture of Whiteout and Livewire. It's like the best way I could describe it. It's kind of like a dreamsicle, so it's pretty good. I'm a fan. Now, besides that, we have, of course, Nintendo stuff. Alright, so, yeah, this is some crazy stuff here. So, there wasn't like a whole ton that I was like, oh boy, about. There's a few cool things that I guess I can mention. I guess I'll just go like my least to best. Probably the thing I was least excited about, but still I want to mention, is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I actually have both Chronicles and Chronicles 2. I have Chronicles for the Wii and then Chronicles 2. I actually have the limited edition of for the Switch. And then there's apparently going to be Chronicles Definitive for the Switch, so pretty cool stuff. Not my thing, but I don't know, I just thought it was cool to mention. Also, Overwatch. I have Overwatch on both PC and PS4, and apparently it is coming to Switch. From what I've seen, it will have gyro controls, so that's cool. I won't be buying it though, because here's my issue with Overwatch, is that skins don't transfer, which is very frustrating, because when I have all my cool skins on my PS4 version, I go to my PC, I'm like, oh yeah, I have nothing. So, for me personally, I don't like to get anything else with Overwatch that isn't PS4, because until Blizzard makes something to where it's like, oh yeah, your skins transfer, I'm not really playing anything else, and I don't even really like Overwatch that much anymore, so that's also a thing. Okay, so here's my thing with Overwatch. Like, I used to be into it. Like, I played it a bit about 3 years ago, back in September of 2016. And then I played it a lot more from, like, mainly, like, I played it sometimes, but, like, mostly just with a friend from, like, December 2016 up until, like, May of 2017. Though most of the time was just with a friend. I think, like, April was probably the biggest time when I was just into it, just because why not? But since then, I think I haven't really been into it. I've only ever played with friends or something. Even then, it's been pretty sparingly, because the person I used to play Overwatch with, we play Splatoon more often nowadays, so that's fun. But anyways, I don't know, but still, I feel like gyro controls would be pretty cool, also having it on PC. If everything just transferred, like if my skins could transfer, I would really, really enjoy maybe not really enjoy, but I'd probably actually play Overwatch more because if I'm like, hey, I want to play with these people, hop on a PC. Oh, I want to play with these people, hop on a PS4. Oh, I just like playing by myself. I'll probably play on Switch, you know? But my problem is skins don't transfer, stats don't transfer, therefore I don't care. And I don't really even care to play in general because of that. So, yeah, that's a stupid reason, I'm aware, but that's just how I am. Because when you have, like, man, I put so much effort into getting skins, like, it's actually kind of dumb. But I've definitely put some effort into getting skins. Like, even if I don't like the game, like, for example, the Academy Diva skin that came out a couple months back, literally hadn't played the game in so long. I played for like 2 weeks just to get that skin. I'm like, okay, I'm done playing the game. So that's the thing. I actually never checked the summer skins though, so I might have missed something good. I don't know, but I'll have to look at the Halloween ones and see if I like anything. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, Overwatch for Switch is cool. Again, if Blizzard ever decides to make stuff transferable, then hey, I might actually pick that up. But until that happens, I'm not getting it. Next thing, Pokemon. Not gonna lie, the Pokemon news was kind of whack. I think the stuff we got was pretty cool, but like, I was kind of expecting a little bit more information. Kind of hoping. We barely. I think we got like 2 new Pokemon. They look cool, but like that's it. The character customization stuff is nice looking. I will say. It's just I wasn't. We didn't get as much as I was hoping we would. I was hoping we get like, maybe. Even if we got 2 new Pokemon, I'd be okay with that. But if we only got 2, I was hoping we could maybe get like some more new forms. But no, we didn't get any of that. But the only good thing is that the games come out in like 2.5 months. So in 2.5 months' time, we will know exactly what all this stuff is. Then we get to the biggest game sort of that isn't out yet, I guess I should say, and that is Animal Crossing. Don't really have much to say like in particular, but like it just looks really fun. I just want the game now. Like, come on. Honestly, I'm just really, really looking forward to getting Animal Crossing New Horizons for my Nintendo Switch because guess what? That's gonna be like my entire life. Like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, what else is everything? Animal Crossing. That's all I need. It's not coming out at my optimal time. I kind of wish it would come out like a little later. I know it's probably like blasphemy saying I want the game to come out later, but like the problem is I'll have Animal Crossing for like 2 months, maybe a little less, and then I'm not gonna be like, well, I still have to do school stuff, so I can't play it. So, well, I can play it, but it won't be as frequent as I want. Whereas, like, when New Leaf came out, dude, when New Leaf came out, that was back in, I don't know, June 9th of 2013. It was a Sunday. I was out of school for like 4 or 5 days at that point. So being out of school for a few days, getting Animal Crossing like right after that was so much fun. Speaking of which, I already miss summer. I'm technically still on summer break right now too, though. But like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm still kind of on it till October 1st. Though it's starting to become to that point where it's like not really summer break anymore. We're definitely leaning into fall. Like right now, it's 59 degrees out. The temperatures for around here are like 70s pretty much, which is like weird. Yeah, this summer was actually pretty damn cold. Like we had one hot streak, but like all of August is usually like 80, like high 80s, 90s. But this year it was like not. It was like a low, maybe mid 80s at most, and like mostly 70s. And then September, sometimes, early September you get some stuff, but we're, well, approaching the 5th. And the whole next week forecast, I think the highest temperature was like 82, so not really that hot this year, which is kind of weird. But whatever, that's fine by me. But yeah, I'm going on a whole tangent. So the biggest stuff today was, of course, Smash Bros. I mean, I wasn't really expecting all that much, but it seems a couple of my predictions are correct now. So first up, we got Banjo-Kazooie's release date, and that was, of course, today. And I've already played. Really cool. Definitely a fun time. Honestly, like, Banjo is, I think, the first DLC character that we've gotten in this game. Well, at least for the Fighter's Pass. Then again, it's only the third out of 5, so out of 1 out of 3. But it's the first one that doesn't have some like really crazy ability. Like of course Hero has his down B, command selection. Joker of course is Arsem, whereas Banjo, like what does he have? Like what do they even have that's like crazy? I mean like I guess they have interesting specials, but like that's not really enough for me to be like wow. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm actually perfectly okay with that. It's kind of good that we're not getting more crazy ass stuff. You can only have so much of that at once, but like just interesting. So I guess that's kind of cool, but yeah, Banjo's fun. Definitely not a character I'm gonna be like maining or anything, but fun character. I get honestly the specials are probably like the most fun I have. Everything else is just kind of there, and I'm like that's cool. But the neutral special is fun. I don't like to hold and like I don't like to walk and shoot that thing though. It's better just like as a one-time use because the projectiles bounce and that's kind of fun. Also, I like the angle. Up B is kind of like a sonic spring a little bit, so it's fun to use. Down B is a basically a really short fuse bomb, so it's kind of difficult to deal with. But like if you have someone off stage and you just use it and just throw it right away, I mean like you have to kind of time it. But it's kind of cool. And then there's of course side B, and that thing is just something else. It's basically a Charizard Flare Blitz almost. But on a character who is, not heavy, so it's kind of unexpected. Well, I mean, he's not light, but like, not a heavy. So yeah, Banjo's fun overall. So I'm just glad he's in the game. Next thing is, of course, Terry is in the game as well. Not yet, but we know that Terry is our fourth character in the Fighters Pass, so the SNK leak was correct. Terry's coming from Fatal Fury, and honestly, like, I'm not mad about that. Like, I know some people are probably upset by that, but I'm like, that's fine. Personally, I don't, like, view DLC as, like, a necessary thing, so there's that. It's cool, though, and especially with Smash Bros. I know it's really, really hype. But keep in mind, it's not something that we technically need. It's not really a cash grab either, because, like, you know how much stuff goes into a DLC fight, right? Like, some people might just be like, oh, $6, well, I guess technically 5 if you buy in the Fighter's Pass for a character. Man, that's a lot. But keep in mind, not only do they have the character, there's also a whole stage that goes with them, and they have a bunch of music tracks that, I mean, you have to get composers together, you have to make these, like, or remix a lot of these things. Plus, you have to make sure, a lot of these are third-party characters as well, so you have to get, like, licenses. I mean, what else do we have, like... Oh yeah, you have to make sure the character works with every other character. You gotta give Kirby a new hat. Like, there's a lot of stuff that actually goes into these characters. So I think having them at the price that they are is perfectly fine. But yeah, DLC is pretty cool though. At least for Smash. Other games I can't say the same. But Smash Bros. Is all good. Now, what else? Oh yeah, the big thing is that it's confirmed that there will be more fighters after the Fighters Pass, which I think might have settled some people down about Terry being in the game, because people are like, oh, who's this? But like, I mean, if there's gonna be more than just the Fighters Pass, it's not like we're wasting any slots here. Really, it's like we're gonna get more. Also, I'm pretty sure my suspicions about Gino being in the game are now correct, because why would Gino not be in the game at this point? Also, Steve for Minecraft. I'm fairly confident we're getting Steve. I don't know how many more characters we're getting, though. But Steve, there's a little bit of support from some other stuff in the game that we'll get to why I think Steve will be in. Because if a different indie game gets representation, well, it is pretty big. Minecraft is kind of the best-selling game of all time, so considering what the other thing got, which was pretty good, not a character, but pretty good, I think we're going to get Steve in Smash. But, let's see what else. But yeah, I'm curious, like, how many more things are we getting? Are we getting another Fighter's Pass? Are we just getting other, like, random releases? Who knows? But at this point, like, how many characters are we gonna get? Like, are we gonna end up with, like, maybe just a couple extra characters after the Fighter's Pass? Or are we gonna end up going to some crazy number, like 100? Which, that's kind of far-fetched a little bit, but like, I mean, at the same time, it is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And if we did that, we would probably get like 2 volumes of Echo Fighters or something to kind of pad out the roster, but still, that sounds like a lot of work to me, so I don't know if that'll actually happen or not, but whatever. I'm just hyped that we're actually getting more characters in general. That's a fun one. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool overall. I'm a fan. So now we have to figure out who is this 5th character gonna be. Will it be Steve? I kind of doubt it. I feel like we might get something later, but I don't know. I don't know what this 5th character is going to be. At this point, it could be literally anyone, especially with the possibility of future DLC. You know, we're getting something. We know more is coming. That said, I mean, like, what else do we need? Or like, it's not like this is the next character is the last character, so it doesn't have to be anything like overly incredible, because hey, we're actually getting more stuff somehow, which I find absolutely insane. And then there's the last thing, which is, of course, we got some new costumes. Technically, we got 5, I guess, 6. It depends on what you want to say. Because one can be, like, a little different, but depending on the gender, I think, but whatever. I'll just include them as one. Anyways, you know, we got some, we got a costume. I don't even know what series it was from. It was just some, it was a series I haven't really heard of, so whatever that one was. Then we got 2 from Mega Man. We got Proto and Zero. So that's cool. And then the Team Rocket runs. And then, of course, our final costume is Sans from Undertale. And the Sans costume looks extremely interesting because it's not so much of a simple outfit. It's more just you are now Sans. Yeah, honestly, judging by how this costume is, it kind of feels like a bit of a in-between of a costume and an Echo Fighter because of how different this one is, but whatever. That's just me. But yeah, it's interesting. So, also, we got one special little thing with this costume, which is a music track. We get a special remix of Megalovania. So, now we have Megalovania in Smash. That's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know how to really respond to it. One interesting thing now, is Sans going to be in Smash? I think this lowers his chances, but honestly, just because it's a costume now doesn't mean we're not getting Sans. Like, and even if we didn't, this is a crazy thing. Like, even to just get a costume with a music track, that's like pretty huge for Undertale. Like, not gonna lie. But this also supports my Steve theory because, hey, we have Shovel Knight and as an assist trophy, which is an indie game rep, and then now we have Sans as a costume with a music track as an indie game rep. But the biggest indie game of all has nothing yet, and it's the biggest indie game of all, so I'm kind of assuming we're getting Steve at this point. Yeah, but seriously, we got Sans, like, kind of anyway. That's like, what is this game anymore, man? Like, remember the whole slogan, everyone is here? No, it's actually just anyone is here. Like, hey, are you a character of sorts who originated in a video game? At least somewhat? Alright, you're in. Unless if your name's Waluigi, then yeah, no, but yeah. This game is just something else at this point. Like, I don't know what this game is. Like, I remember when Smash Bros was just a game. Like, I remember back in the days, like Smash Melee, like Smash Bros Melee. We had 26 characters and no third-party reps, no DLC. And I was like, wow, I can't believe we have Mewtwo in this game. That's crazy. Like, who are these 2 sword characters who speak Japanese? And now we have, like, I mean, with the DLC, we're gonna have over 80 characters, so much DLC, like, I mean, I think I counted that we had like 14 third-party characters so far, counting Terry, and that doesn't count Sans, but like, still. That's not counting the Challenger 5 or any future DLC, so. Man, honestly, at this point, I'm kind of baffled. Like, what else are we even gonna get? Like, okay, Steve probably. I'd assume like a couple, like Gino, Steve. Who else is there at this point? Like, what else do we add to Smash? Like, I mean, I couldn't tell you. We have a Piranha Plant as a playable fighter. If that doesn't, if that's not a flex with the amount of characters we have, I don't know what is. Like, and also, people don't complain when a character gets put in, because here's the thing. Like, again, remember, like I just said, Melee had 26 characters. There are so many characters in this game. Like, man, if you went back, like, I guess I can't say 10 years. If you went back like 12 years ago to September 4th, 2007. Back then, I didn't even know what a Super Smash Bros. Brawl was because I didn't really use the internet. So all I knew was Melee. If you told me like all this stuff was coming, like, oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna have all these characters, I'd be like, yeah, no, that's not real. And I remember back in the days of Brawl, like 2009, 10, I'd look online, I'd see all these like fake character lists, and it'd be like all these characters. It was a huge roster. I'm like, yeah, that's something else. But now we're getting closer and closer to those realities. I mean, like, there's so many characters that we have now. Like, yes, we might get a character that not everyone likes and isn't the most popular. But does that mean that we should really, like, disrespect the character? No. Like, alright, some controversial picks for Ultimate, I guess, would be, like... Also, I'm not going to count Echo Fighters because, like... I mean, they're Echo Fighters, so, like, I'm just going to leave out Daisy, Richter, Chrom, Dark Samus, and Ken. Okay, so new characters so far that we've gotten, alright? For Ultimate. Okay, we've gotten Inkling, Ridley, Simon, K. Rool, Isabelle, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Joker, Hero, Banjo, and Terry. Now, out of those, which ones did people really want? Well, of course, Inkling. I mean, we kind of expected Inkling, though. Ridley was a dream character. So many people want Simon. K. Rool's another dream character. Like, Isabelle was kind of a controversial pick, I think. I don't know if controversial, but, like, I know some people were a little upset about it. Incineroar was a controversial one. Piranha Plant was kind of just seen as a meme and accepted. Joker, I think, was overall liked. Hero definitely had some hate. Banjo, yeah. And then Terry, some people are like, who is this? Like, a lot of people are just like, who is this? But, like, yeah, it's a few characters who people might not know too well, but still, I think it's fair that everyone gets a chance to be in the game. And of course, like, if there's any diehard Fatal Fury fans, they have to be flipping shit right now. But, like, just think about it. Like, this game has included just so much. Like, there are so many things. Yeah, again, we might get some characters who we don't all know. I've never even heard of Fatal Fury before this. Well, I might have heard of it, but, like, do I really remember anything from it? No. But hey, he looks cool enough. I mean, I'm sure Sakura will make him cool. I mean, he literally took Rob, which was a piece of plastic that moved via, like, light sensors, barely, and made it into an entire character. Like, Sakura, just trust Sakurai to make some stuff. Like, he'll do fine. It's all good. I mean, yeah, we all want characters in Smash. I mean, like, I think it'd be cool if, like, I mean, Goku. I'm not a big Dragon Ball person, but, like, I still just think for the anime aspect, like, anime is getting representation by getting Goku. That'd be really cool, but is it gonna happen? No. I understand why it's not gonna happen. And that's fine. I'm okay with getting other characters, because again, I mean, like, if we really want these characters, if you really are like, man, I need this character in Smash, you know, just try and make your own fighting game, get all the licenses together, try and put everything together. It's not very easy. So that's the thing. But whatever. Now, I kind of left out Banjo there for a moment, because here's the thing about Banjo. Back in the days of Smash 64, he was probably a pretty likely choice, but then with that rare one to Melee, his chances kind of faded, and Brawl, by the time Brawl came out, Banjo was impossible. Even in Smash 4, many people just saw him as like this dream character that was just such a faraway reality. But with Ultimate, it started to seem like he could happen, though I still thought he was pretty unlikely. Then I saw Joker was in the game, and I'm like, wait a minute, Joker's kind of almost a Sony exclusive. Like pretty close. And then we actually got Banjo, and it's like, what is this game? So yeah, there might be some characters that everyone likes, but I think it's just fine. I don't know, I feel like people just should be happy that we're actually getting DLC. Like, hey, guess what could happen? Remember that day when we got, the reveals of Incineroar and Ken, and then later on we found out about DLC and Piranha Plant. It could have just stopped with, Incineroar and Ken. That could have been it. Our final roster could have just ended with Incineroar. I mean, I guess technically the Mii fighters show up after Incineroar, then, the random button. But that's it. No Piranha Plant, no Fighters Pass, no future DLC. We could have just stopped there. Like, that could have been our game, and that's actually a pretty good game. But we're getting extra DLC. I get at this point, a lot of people just expect DLC. I mean, so many companies just do it anyway. But still, DLC isn't necessarily, needed, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know. DLC, it's an interesting concept, I guess, because at this point, a lot of people expect it as a normal thing, but then at the same time, technically it isn't needed. You don't need to include DLC, so... I mean, Piranha Plant didn't need to be in the game. Joker didn't need to be in the game. Hero didn't need to be in the game. Banjo didn't need to be in the game. Terry didn't need to be in the game. Challenger Pack 5 didn't need to be in the game. Future DLC didn't need to be in the game. Well, that's just how it is. So, I know, I don't think many people are really going to watch this. Maybe I'll make a separate video on it, but, just be glad that we're getting any characters in Smash. Because I definitely saw some people who were like, oh no, when it came to Terry. And I'm like, really? Come on. But yeah. And I know in the past, when Bayonetta was first announced, I was a little bit like that, but still, I wish I wasn't. So, then I kind of realized some stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, we don't need to be getting DLC, so I shouldn't be complaining. And that kind of turned me around a little bit. And I'm sure, I think I even felt a little bit of, a little upset when I first saw, I think the last one I was any form of upset about was probably Incineroar. But I wasn't upset about getting Incineroar, I really wanted Decidueye. And then I saw Incineroar, I was like, man, that kind of sucks. But, hey, I'm sure he'll be cool. And I mean, he is a pretty interesting character, though I really hate fighting him. It's still a cool character overall. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for today. That's all I really wanted to say. So, that was a whole ordeal. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys sometime later in the week. Alright guys, it is now Saturday or Sunday or whatever. It's 12:55 a.m. So, yeah, I don't have much to talk about today. I guess one thing I'll talk about a little bit, but I don't know if this clip's going to even be more than 5 minutes long, so we'll see what happens. But, so if you guys, I mean, you obviously know if you watch this video, at least, unless you skip to this part randomly, but, since I'm not really in school at the moment, and, because, I kind of did a thing, and I don't start for another, few weeks. It's September 7th, 8th, whatever you want to consider it. And it's really, really throwing me off so bad, because, my brain is just it's September, school, but it's not, for me, it just isn't, and it's been really confusing, because now it's because I'm back to having, infinite time, at least for, the next few weeks. So, I've just been doing whatever, and, if someone's parents or something, they're like, hey, I'm gonna go do this when I come with, I've actually just been like, yeah, sure. Granted, it's not, far. If it's within, 10 minutes, I'll be like, yeah, sure. Which is weird, because I usually don't do that, but because I just have so much time, and I'm just I don't know what to do anymore, because it's I guess not that, but it's just, I didn't expect to have this time because like my plans, right? My plans. I was like, okay, May 17th is my last day of high school. I don't start till August 26th. That is my planned time off. And then all of a sudden I go from the 26th to the 30th, and then it's like the 30th through the 30th of September. Well, I guess the 1st of October is now just off again. Have fun. And I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't realize I was about to get another month off. What do I do with myself? I mean, obviously I've just been kind of doing whatever, but like, I didn't expect it. So that's something. Also, one thing I did kind of want to follow up on before I end this episode was whatever happened with me in my school, because like I mentioned, I went there, I couldn't get things sorted that day. Everything has been sorted pretty much. I don't think I'm going to go back there. There's only one reason I would have to, which is because we got a laptop from the school, so I might have to return that. So we'll see what happens. Either, there's a few options that could happen here. They could want it back, or they might not. Or we might have to pay for it, or we might have to like do something. Now, if they want us to pay for it, I don't know how things are set up, so I might have to go back for that. If they want it back, or if I have to pay for it in person, then I'll have to go back. But if I can pay for it digitally, or they just do not care, then I just don't have to go back. So hopefully, at the very least, I'm hoping that they either want me to pay for it, and that can be done digitally, or they just let me keep it. Honestly, either one's fine with me. As long as, I mean, if I have to go back, I have to go back. But like, as of now, I don't have to really go back for anything important, which is cool. So yeah. But not really much for me to talk about. I didn't really do much after last time I talked. So yeah. Well, I'm just gonna end this episode here, so I don't drag things out. So anyways, thanks for watching, and bye bye.